Hello. Excuse me. Hello, hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and the time now is 4:43, coming 4:45. Yep. Yes, today will be an evening stream. Yeah, it's Friday today, Friday 15th of July. Right. So how is everybody? Didn't really manage to stream yesterday. It's really a very busy day as well, including up till this morning and afternoon. Right. Yeah, just um, yeah, busy with kind of like work and stuff, running errands and yeah, and just a little hiccup yesterday and today. So yeah, nothing major at the moment, hopefully. So yeah, develop into some abdominal pain, and then yeah, so have to. It's a sudden acute sharp pain, so have to really rule out quite a few things, including things like appendicitis and stuff like that. So yeah, so have to be careful. We just have a visit to my friend, a doctor friend, and then just to clear things up a bit, and it should be okay after an injection, right? So fingers crossed. Hopefully nothing too major. All right. Uh, yeah. So coming back. So right now we are going to um, let's run through our this live stream today. Okay, let's go through the usual nitty-gritty parts first. As usual, there are two ways you can actually communicate with me in this live stream. One is via the chat box, the chat function itself. Then the other is using my Discord server, whereby you can actually join me and talk with me live on air. So what you got to do is you have a Discord account, so head over to my Twitch profile, click on the Discord link, join my server, and then over on the list itself, you can actually find this on air live, where you can see the red button there, and you will find my name inside there. So just join the voice channel, turn on the microphone, and we can actually talk to each other live on air, right? So two ways. One is via typing. You can actually type in the chat box itself. The other is talking to me live. Right. So simple as that. So that's that out of the way. The other is if you are watching this as a recorded stream, be it on Twitch or on YouTube. Right. Yeah. Feel free to leave your comment as well. I will look through them. So even if like let's say for example you're viewing the past recorded streams on YouTube, you can just feel free to to type in, and I will answer to them. I will get back to you. Right. So if all else doesn't suit you, and if you want to get in touch with me, you can do so via my other social media handle as well. I've attached my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok on my Twitch profile. Right. You can feel free to have a look. And whichever social media handle you're using, you can just use whichever one, and then you can just message me with your questions or whatsoever that you might have, right? So most of the time, I'm actually open up for collaborations, ideas, exchanges, and stuff like that. So we'll see how we can actually work on it, right? So that the usual nitty gritty stuff out of the way. Um, yeah. So the next thing is about the topic of the week itself. So the topic for this week is about disciplining children, right? What are the methods that you're using and stuff like that. So probably you can broadly classify into physical and non-physical, I would suppose, right? These are the two ways. I wouldn't say which is a better way, which is not, but I would suppose there are times in which you will use one over the other, right? So just to put it broadly, it will be probably the physical way in which you go with the motion, spare the rod, spoil the child, spoil the rod, right? So that's one. The other one is you actually wanted to do a lot of reasoning with the children and want to let them learn as well. I think I think it would be better if you use a mixture of both. It really depends on situation, right? If let's say the child is listening and is willing to, is pretty okay, I suppose the reasoning part will work. However, there are certain times in which the child is beyond reasonable, and that's where a certain slap on the wrist, will just do his job and will, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm not a parent myself, so I couldn't really speak for all, but it's all boils down to one of the experience that I have encountered personally last week at a shopping mall whereby, yeah, I pity the parents because the child is actually screaming at the top of the lungs, crying hysterically, just for certain things and stuff like that. I can see that the father is trying his best to, talk to the child, not really say talk, but trying to pacify, trying to control the situation. But I think the child is beyond listening. So yeah, so there are times in which, even in our probably even in our era, if I say that, I probably you know that I'm actually very old. Yeah. So given our previous era is that one that will solve the problem. So if one is not enough, then another one, right? So then you realize you will actually kind of like, you know, where's the mark and where's the limitation, and you will know what to do next. Right. So hey, yes, I've got somebody who joined in. That's John. Hey, yo. Right. How are you? Let's have some discussion on. I don't know. Are you going to be a father soon? Yeah. Then maybe you can actually discuss about this topic. Yeah, I'm not too sure how things go, but yeah. So that's the topic for this week itself. If let's say if you are interested to participate more, you can still go over to my Discord server and you can actually refer to the text channel that says social media, and expand on social media, you'll be able to see Twitch. Right, so click on Twitch, you will find our topic for the week itself and the previous week's topic. They are also there if you scroll up, and then you can actually, you know, cast your vote on the polling questions. And if let's say if you wanted to elaborate more, what you can do is you can actually, I'm not sure about the PC interface, but you can actually, I think you can right click on it and then create a thread. If let's say there's a thread already present, you can actually continue with the discussion, or you can also start a new thread, on the same topic itself, and then you can actually further elaborate your discussion from there. So hopefully we have more people coming in, there are more discussion and trying to make it better. But of course, at this moment in time, my Discord server is very, very kind of like in a big mess. Yeah, I wanted to actually so-called clean it up, but yeah, due to time constraint and stuff like that, I still have yet time to really, really clean up the board itself. So yeah, we'll see how things will expand from there. So right now I'm using this Twitch as my mobile streaming platform. So there are people asking me to do other things other than driving, but we'll see how it goes. Right. So I think for Twitch I'll just leave it as this mobile live streaming, or probably things that I'm actually doing with maybe driving. Then perhaps maybe IG, Instagram will be more on. I don't know. People ask me to do things like food review or something like that, but yeah, as mentioned, I'm not really a very frontline person. More of a back end. I'm not too sure how it will turn up. Maybe it will turn out to be boring or what. But we will see how it goes. Okay, so we will do it step at a time. Right. So that's more or less that I have for now. So if let's say there are other interesting things that you guys would want to bring up to talk and discuss about, feel free to chime in and let me know. Right. So the time now is 4:53. Oh yes, by the way, I'm heading over to Bedok area. So yeah, so it's going to be a average kind of distance traveling. Oh yeah, why am I in the expressway? Yeah, okay, just as it is. I could have just taken the normal road, right? Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should exit and then try the longer route instead. Oh no, maybe what I can do is I can exit somewhere, maybe one or two exit before my destination. Yeah, then I can actually do a slow drive over. Then that would make our stream say about 20 odd minutes. Yeah. Okay, decided. Done deal. That should be it. Right. So I don't know. Lately, I think the sound insulation is not very fantastic. You can hear a lot of outside noise of other vehicles. But yeah. So I thought this car is actually going to be quite comfortable and quiet, but yeah, still maybe not as refined as his other brothers in the line. Okay, okay, great. So let's carry on. So John, are you still around? If you're around, let me know what are the things that you want to discuss about. But of course, don't bring private things into the live stream. Okay, right. Okay, so apart from that, how is everybody? Hey, today is Friday. It's Friday evening, so ending work soon. It's 4:55, coming 5, or even 5. I don't know what's the. It's normally 9 to 5, right? So 5 o'clock is knock off time. So 5 minutes to go. So excited, going anywhere, going. Um, any programs and stuff like that, right? So what I'm going to do is 4:55. 4:55. Yeah. And so I'll probably exit one exit earlier, and then I will drive my way slowly to my destination. And hopefully by the time we can have something to discuss about. And yeah. Okay. Uh let's see. Today's Friday. 15. Wow, it's mid-month already, 15th of July. Right. So yeah, challenging because for those who are bosses, you know, beginning of the month, end of the month is usually the most stressful period. Middle of the month is whereby you are wondering, yeah, what can you accomplish next? So, yeah, so that's actually kind of like annoying. But anyway, still have to do what is needed to be done. So we will do whatever that we can at best and see how things will go on from there. Right. So, oh yes, another thing that maybe I can actually just share. Um, Nothing to be proud about, but and I think it's actually at the moment not very set up yet. So if I'm not, how should I put it? I'm not too sure if you guys are actually very familiar with this platform called Patreon, where create content creators or whoever they can actually showcase their work and then probably get not exactly say donations. Sometimes donations, get donations, get some token of appreciation, or they can actually get subscriptions and stuff like that. Yeah, over at this platform called Patreon. I've created one. Actually created one quite some time ago, but I realized that I didn't really publish a page. So I thought all along I have this thing ongoing, but recently when I actually discovered about another Patreon user, and that's where I actually logged in. Then I realized that I haven't really published it, but right now it's being published. I've also made some changes to it because last time I used to have like I think 3 or 4 tiers. So one tier will be just basic token of appreciation. Then maybe a second tier will be those who actually pay a bit more. Then probably during my creation, I will give you credits, new credits, and the credits page. And then those who give even more, then I can actually give you maybe some behind the scene photos or videos and stuff like that. And maybe if you give even a bit even more, then probably I can consider, you know, giving you a preferential discount rate for your videos and stuff that you're producing. Right. So that's initially the part. So it has been, I think my Patreon account has been around for since COVID. So it's about coming 2 years already, right? So only then I realized that I haven't really published my own page. So right now there's only one. I think it's a $5 donation monthly, right? So yeah, I don't think anybody will pick it up because at the moment in time there's nothing on my Patreon's page. So yeah. But if you like to discover, or if let's say you would like to open a Patreon account, you can actually do so as well. I think there's certain so-called administration charges. Like let's say for example, somebody would like to subscribe to you at I think $5 per month or something like that. And then I think Patreon will take a cut of a minor cut, how many percent, then the rest will be yours. So if you have a bigger fan base or a bigger follower base and stuff like that, then you can actually have a slightly more substantial amount on moving along, right? So that's all about Patreon so far. Yeah, this is something which I would like to share with you guys. So let me take a quick glance. Nope, I don't see you anymore, John. So you've left. But it's okay, no worries, because maybe you're busy, you just see the notification and then you just come in and drop by to say hi. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thanks for dropping by. Right. And yep, the sky looks pretty gloomy over at the eastern part. I'm now driving along East Coast, ECP, East Coast Parkway. Um, yeah, I'm driving towards Changi direction. Right. 6. Yeah. Actually, I'm still very, very early for my appointment because, yeah, after this, my next appointment is close to 7. So I still have some time to probably burn around, right? So yes, so if let's say you are viewing this live stream, if you have any questions, feel free to fire them and I will try to answer as much as I can. Yeah, as mentioned earlier in the live stream about my little episode so far, I think it's pretty better now. I think yesterday night when it just attacked, it's a very sharp, intense pain, but yeah, it didn't really go away. So I have to finish up whatever I'm doing, and then by the time I'm done, it's actually very, very late at night. So we given a choice: are you going to make a visit to A&E or what? So that's why it's good to have some doctor friends who are actually night owls. Then you can actually drop them a question or two. Then from there you make the judgment whether you think um, is your condition serious and stuff like that. Then decide what to do next. So I think I'm still pretty okay in onset wise, and the degree of pain and stuff like that is still manageable. So that's why I've actually decided to visit him today instead. So this morning, once I've done my routine work, I will head over to him and then yeah, rule out the more serious cases, it's more serious urgent things, and so right now it's merely just observation and see how things go. Right. It's I was supposed it's actually much better today because I think yesterday, for most part of the time, when the attack happened, I wouldn't really want to speak as much because you will be like concentrating your effort to try to contain the pain. And yeah, very susceptible to certain movements, certain stretches. You don't even feel like talking at all because it's like, yeah. So I don't know if you are able to feel the feeling. So that's how it is yesterday. So no matter what, uh, don't think I'll be able to give a very good stream. So today, luckily, everything is fine as of now. Fingers crossed. So yeah, yet to determine a lot of things, but we rule out the major suspect. But of course, there's only one that is present, and yeah. And all these are medical incompetence. I can only say so much. Then yep. Okay, got a text message in the middle of a live stream. As usual, this text message is very, very important to me. I have no choice but to answer them, but I have to answer them safely, and luckily, I'm behind red light. Come to a stop. Okay, great. Okay. Okay. No messaging. Right, so coming back, we're right now at Bedok. Okay, right, so you know what? I came all the way to Bedok and I realized that, you know why is the message urgent and important? Because it says the event, the not say event, the thing is cancelled. So yep, so I make a trip to Bedok, and then is it going to be like the other trip that we have done previously, where I just go from point A to point B, realize that it's cancelled, then I go back from B to A? But I don't think I will go immediately from B to A. Since I'm here and I'm early, I'll probably drop by some places, yeah, before I hit back. Yeah, and I don't think I want to do that 1 hour long live stream because I don't think there's anybody that's actually in the live stream and we are actually discussing about things. But if let's say there are people coming in and we are in the middle of the discussion, and I think the stream can go on, then probably I'll just turn back. But at the moment, I will still continue to head over and then yeah, just to get some things and to get yeah. Anyway, right now I'm. Yes, please don't switch lanes suddenly. Yes, thank you very much. Right, talking about driving. Okay, I'm no saint either, but there are certain things in which for driving we need to really recognize the so-called the importance. Okay, let me go back to my dashboard and see if let's say anybody leave any messages. No, right. So there are always fundamental rules to follow. There are always kind of like a how should I put it? Uh, on actual ground usage, certain I wouldn't say certain rules are broken, but I mean the most fundamental one on the expressway itself. Keep left unless overtaking. That's very important. Number two is if let's say there's a fast car behind and you're on the fast lane itself, you really, really, really need to be alert. And if possible, if necessary, you will need to like move out so that people can proceed. There's no point for you to hold on to the fast car behind. And yeah, if there are plenty of space on your left. And and stuff like that. So very simple, fundamental understanding, but seems like not everyone is following that. So it's kind of like pretty sad. So I mean, in the case, like let's say for example, you're traveling along the lane, along the road itself. There's a slightly faster car coming behind. There's a rightmost lane. Of course, I'm talking about expressway, not on a normal road lah. So if there's a fast car coming behind, if there's no one on the left, you should automatically go to the left because the first rule of thumb is keep left unless overtaking, right? So most of the time, if let's say if we know that we are driving slightly faster than the cars around, you will normally tend to stick onto the rightmost lane. Otherwise, you'll be going right, left, right, left, right, left, like going out, cutting in, going out, cutting in. It's going to be even more dangerous when you drive uh, on the rightmost lane at a higher speed, right? So yeah, so some of the observations from the road itself, right? Let's take a quick glance. We are like 26. Oh wow, that's fast. 26 minutes into the stream itself. So I think there isn't anyone in at the moment. So I think I'll probably end off the stream because yeah, I suppose everybody would like to enjoy their Friday. I just want to settle some of the stuff before I head over to my appointment later. And yeah, so it's 5, 10, 6. I can probably spend about an hour plus here. Yeah, okay. That's for me to know. Right, so yeah, just the sky looks pretty gloomy, so just please don't rain on me. Yep, that's the most important thing. Don't rain on me, and everything should be fine. Right, so I'm almost at my destination already. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on the Friday evening, and I hope you have a good weekend ahead. And I see you guys the next time I come online. Right, bye.